Today I bring an Emart aluminum. It's actually an LED light. It's a ring LED light. I'm going to take a look at it. If you see 1 and 2, I guess there's 2 parts to this. I'm going to take a look at it. This is pretty much the tripod. This is the ring light. I'm going to see how powerful it is and if it's even worth it, because in the past I have bought some of these and it failed after using it for 2 or 3 days. So let's take a look, see how rugged it looks and see how well it runs. All right, let's start with the whole setup itself. They give you the case, the bag, so to carry around. Unfortunately, you cannot fit the tripod that it came with. It's a separate issue, so you're gonna have to put that in a separate. There's no bag for it. It just came by itself, but it's a large tripod. If you can see it, we have the power adapter go along with the power box here. Instructions. Now they do give you a control for the actual LED light. So it's not only a manual thing too with the knobs too, but it's also, you can use this. No batteries included. You're gonna have to include your own batteries. Now this is a plus. Now if you have a camera or a phone that has Bluetooth or any wireless devices, you can actually set this up to start recording yourself or take pictures. Pretty much this is a plus. I actually own a couple of these. They're mostly, they fail a lot of these times and the battery runs out real quick. They also included a bowl head, if you guys can see it. Very flexible, and also on top of that the phone adapter, so you could set up your phone in here. And one thing I forgot to mention, that they did set up another little extender for the actual phone that will go in here. You guys can screw in here and have the phone directly set up. So we're going to set that up and take a look at it and see how well it works and how easy it is to control. The batteries included in there, it's one of those Dorsal batteries that they have, the flat batteries. So everything's included that you require. Plugged in, nice and beautiful. It's real long. You can actually extend this really high, up to longer than 6 feet long, if you guys notice. The space itself, there's only one unique ball head that you have to tie in here to make sure it works. To turn it on, it's simple. There's a couple of knobs here. This is actually, let me turn it around so you guys can see some more, from up to 5,500 Ks. All right, so here's where you actually set up your phone adapter or the extender that we talked about, and this actually fits in and it goes all the way through. But we're not going to set that up today. We're just going to set it up and see how it looks. If you guys notice, the side panels, these are for additional batteries, so you don't really need power if you want to take this on the go. And this is going to be another option. You can have 2 batteries in here. The batteries tend to last for probably an hour before you charge them, or maybe less, depending on the density and the high volume that you have. On the top you have a chart, how much you're powering up and how to turn it on, and how much battery life you have left, because it's going to indicate the batteries too, if you have the batteries too. Now the batteries, they do sell them separate. I did buy them for another module. You do need them to charge, and they look like pretty much like the old school batteries, but they're made for these kind of systems, and they're pretty much very universal, the batteries, so they will work in anything. So right now we're going to turn it up. We're going to turn it up here, if you guys can see it. There's an off, there's an on, off, and then they have the module here for additional things. So we're going to crank it up, if you guys can see it. Put the volume all the way up. Density goes higher. If you guys can see, it's a very soft light. So we're also going to see how many lumens we have right now. We're actually at the max, and we can control this. If you guys can see it, very simple. We don't have any batteries. I don't even know why that's showing up, but if you want to turn it off, this is the percentage on it. It's at 10% right now, and it could go up to 100%. So high quality of lighting, you can do that. It's very simple. To see good digital format, like if you want to see something 4K, you might want to see something like this, a very soft light. So we're going to test it out and turn it around right now. So if you guys are going to be doing interviews and you want to use the lighting, this is a perfect way you can do it. You could talk about, well, your situations or interviews and not affecting the actual user. I'm actually stepping maybe 2 feet away from it, and I toned it down enough where I was at like around 60 to 70%. I could actually take the light in my face, but if you're going to be far away, you want to tone it higher, right? So The light is perfect for if you want to shoot videos like this. Now the tone color, if you guys can see the tone color, we're going to change it down to kind of like a yellow tone, kind of like a copper tone. But I don't really like that color. It makes me a little sick to look at it. So we're going to turn it down to maybe 10%, so we could be talking about the light. So the LED light, it just flashed out right now. This is what I was indicating, that some of these are already damaged when you get them on off the ship. They tend to maybe flake out for once in a while and not even turn on. I mean, I had issues in the past with some of them. On this one, I can't give you a full review of how long it's going to last, because we just opened it up right now out of the box. Now, I like the filter. It's already built in. You don't have to buy anything else. It's just ready to go, ready to stream, ready to use out of the box. I like that they have multiple accessories and you can control all this. So with one push of a button, you could start streaming, you could start recording. So the lighting itself is really unique. I like it. I like that you have the full control of it to control the modules and change the actual tone of the light. This is perfect if you're going to be facing somebody. So we're going to do that at 100% with my glasses on. See if you can see my ring light on my glasses, and we're going to talk a little bit more about it. All right, so we have it at full blast right now at the 55. And pretty much it's really hard for me to see anything, so we have to tone it down just a little bit, enough so I could actually tolerate some of the lighting itself. And this is pretty much what I like right there. The light works well. I mean, I do see a little bit flashing here and there, but it seems like it's kind of heating up first, so just give it some time and it'll work pretty well.